Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of FPL Expect Asians. Today, we're going to look ahead to another game week, which is in about 4 hours' time, game week 14. The game weeks are going to come thick and fast now. And we are going to preview game week 14. And with me this week, we only have one guest because most of them are not free. Craig is watching the Malaysian Cup final, so he's not here. Nick's busy, so he's not here. So I have to get what I have, and that is this dude over here, FPL Song. Welcome back.
Oh, come on! You introduced me like I'm a sad person. All right, everyone, I'm here, back again.
2 streams in 24 hours. I don't think we've ever done 2 streams this close ever on the channel.
This is in history.
This is history. And how have you been in the last 24 hours?
I slept most of it.
Anyways, it's just the 2 of us today. So, God save us. So, yeah, what we're going to do first of all is review our game week 14 teams. Not review, but preview our game 14 teams. Yeah, team selections. So, we will start off with you and your game week 14 team. Is your screen ready?
Yes. Come on.
Right.
Yeah, all right.
Let's go. Talk us through it. Transfers, captains, go through it.
So, captain is Mo Salah without a doubt. I mean, that's a no-brainer. I mean, Merseyside derby, Everton shit. In goal, we have Guaita. I mean, come on. According to the expected goals conceded, he should be getting me some clean sheets. All right, and we have the back four of Trent, Aspilicueta. Please start.
We'll get to Aspilicueta soon.
James, Cancelo. James is adult, but he's not here. There's no flag here. They need to update it. And we have a 4-3-3, Rafinha, Salah, Jota, and up from you have Armstrong, Benteke, and Tony. And my bench, Foster's injured after playing in the... He got a groin injury after playing the #United charity match. Can you believe it? He got injured there.
By the way, right, I was actually looking at some Watford fans' comments. They weren't happy with him at all.
Yeah,
for that injury.
I can see why. I mean, it wasn't necessary. He's technically still... I mean, I think Watford definitely gave him permission. If not, he wouldn't have done that.
Right. I mean, Watford gave him permission for everything.
Yeah, true. And on the bench, we have Postmo and Cobham's finest, Environmental, and Josh Brownhill. That's it. No transfers yet. For now.
5 on Cancelo?
Yeah, I'm buying on Cancelo.
Alrighty. I think it's time to move on to my team.
Come on. Yes, let's see what Sam has for us.
And fighting at 16k, we have a 4-4-2. In goal, Aaron Ramsdale against Man United. I'm not expecting.
What's your language?
I never said this is kid friendly. But right. Yeah. In goal, we have Ramsdale. Not really expecting too much, but since I have Foster as my 4.0, he's got to play. And in defense, we will have the template back 4 of Alexander-Arnold, Reece James, João Cancelo, and Marcos Alonso. And James is a doubt, like Swang said earlier, but I have enough bench cover. And even if he comes on, everybody owns him at this point, so it doesn't really matter anymore. Moving on to the midfield, Salah captain, it's obvious at this point. I don't think there is ever like a really solid enough reason to remove the armband of Salah. Like even if there's a good case for another person to take the armband. And I'm talking about this guy. Like Jota's numbers are better than Salah's, but I don't think taking the armband off Salah can be justified. So Salah captain it is. And then we have Conor Gallagher. There's really nothing to say. He's just there. And then you have Rafinha. I think he's on his last legs because his fixtures will turn sour quick. And I think if Brentford don't have the defensive injuries, I might actually think about selling him. But yeah, for now he's a keep.
Yeah.
Up front, there's Kane. They better play this time. The snow hopefully does not screw up anything. Hopefully he plays this time. And then with
you gotta
him,
check the weather report.
yeah, I'm not a weather expert, so somebody might need to tell me on this. Is it snowing in North London? I don't know. And then we have Ivan Toney. So my strikers are facing each other. On the bench, Livramento first sub against Leicester. Billy Gilmore. I'm basically just sponsoring Cobham at this point. And then we have our Lord and Savior, Emmanuel Dennis, who's injured, so he's third on the bench.
Yeah, that's great.
And then I was talking about Rafinha, right? If I feel like it, could be a move.
Looks good on paper.
Because if you watch yesterday's stream, I think Bruno and us are talking about Gundogan like being the best city option, and also because of the fact that De Bruyne isn't playing, and so Bernardo Silva is surely going to play as another 8. And Gundogan's record when Bernardo is playing with him is relatively good, so I might go for him. But for now, it's just Rafinha. The disappointing Rafinha.
Yeah, this itself is a disappointment.
That's it. I don't really see any other transfers really. My team is actually pretty fine for the next few weeks until Kane's fixture turn sour. That's when I think we'll probably have enough on Rangnick and Man United, and as well as maybe Lukaku's back. So there will probably be options.
Yeah, and Watford improves as well. Yeah, you can.
West Ham's fixtures also turn, so I think Kane for after 3 weeks will become my cash cow. It is what it is.
Fair point.
All right. Speaking of Rangnick, there was something. So he won't be in charge against Arsenal, but I think he's apparently like within the director's box. I don't know.
But he doesn't have a work permit, doesn't he?
He doesn't have a work permit yet, and I think that's the problem.
I think he shouldn't be allowed to work.
I don't know at this point.
And there isn't much time to train anyway. You have like.
I think that's the problem. There isn't enough time to train. It's like maybe I think if Rangnick feels like it, we can actually field a bunch of under 23s for the young boys game and then just train the first team.
Yeah, that could be an option. I mean, let's see 1 week away.
It's still 1 week away. There's still plenty of time.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on. Let's see what the matches are for this game week.
Alrighty. So I think we have to talk about one thing first up.
Oh, Tommy Tuchel.
Reece James is a doubt.
Yeah.
It's
big news.
It's annoying more than anything.
Yeah, I mean the fixtures is so good as well. It's Watford away.
Also, the thing is, right? You're not really gonna transfer him out, and also the thing. Also, what I have planned earlier on, what I was gonna say here is because Liverpool's so close behind Chelsea, and also Liverpool's fixture is actually quite easy. I don't necessarily think Tuchel would rest James against Watford. Instead, he'll probably rest him somewhere else. That was my thinking. But yeah, the injury kind of ruins it.
Yeah, I mean, they all trained today.
Yeah. Given this, I don't think Tuchel's going to risk James, especially when he's your best player at the moment. Maybe Elton Roy's a close second.
I think with the Watford game, I think this is one of the better fixture that we can risk James. I mean,
after this, you have West Ham, and then West Ham, and then the crucial Champions League game.
Yeah.
And
sounds good for James rest this game week. But please don't bench him, okay? If you have him, put him in your 11.
Moving on, Phil Foden.
KDB is still out. He hasn't trained.
KDB
So
still out.
definitely.
And Foden and Grealish got their first minutes of team training yesterday and will be assessed before Wednesday. They still time before Wednesday, but the thing is, I don't think they're actually going to start for Wednesday at least.
Maybe they'll come off the bench.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so good news for Gundogan owners.
So what do you do? Okay, the thing is, right, none of us own Phil Foden, so it's
hard
it's a bit weird. But if you had Phil Foden, what would you do? Because at this point, you're kind of running thin on him because he didn't show up last week. He has been blanking for quite a while, and now it seems like there's a really good chance he's going to have a 1-pointer and block any chance of an auto sub.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be. I think it's too late to sell Foden now because you will want Foden for the games after this. But at the same time, he has been playing like the left wing, high and wide, instead of the false nine role that he played well against Liverpool. He played there, and with Jack Grealish back, tough decision. I would do the swap. I would get Foden out for Gundogan this week.
Foden out for Gundogan. All right.
I don't have Foden, so it's much easier for me to say.
I feel like I've kind of avoided all the massive headaches this week, which is kind of a good thing because I'll have enough headache dealing with Harry Kane. That's a big problem.
Yeah, fair point.
And the next thing, what we want to talk about is another Chelsea fullback in the name of Marcos Alonso. We'll just pull it up on screen. There we go. Tuchel says he has some other ideas for left wing back, but say Marcos Alonso is specialist. I guess it kind of confirms what we were thinking, that it's Marcos Alonso's position to lose, and the rest will compete for it.
Yeah, I mean, for most of the game, Marcos Alonso should start left wing back, but he can't start all the games at left wing back. And against United, he was pretty poor, and Tuchel said because he lacked match fitness. So let's hope he can grow into his position when the pictures.
The thing is, I don't really see a rest for Marcos Alonso on Wednesday. If Reece James is out, I think they'll probably be forced to play Marcos Alonso. And then on Sunday, it's a London derby. I think Alonso will probably start that one as well. And then the Champions League game, I think it depends. Maybe he might want Hudson-Odoi there, but I think the highest chance of Marcos Alonso getting a rest, probably the game after the Champions League game, Leeds at home. I think that's probably the game where Hudson-Odoi might play left wing back. Because Reece James left wing back, Tuchel also hasn't mentioned it, and also when he moved Reece James to left wing back, I don't think he did anything. He did more as a right wing back than he did as a left wing back, and Pulisic, he barely did anything as well.
I mean, he made the pass for the really good shot at the end. I mean, it was quite all right. It was better, he didn't do too much. More attacking, more direct.
I mean, Saul, he played as a left wing back for Atletico Madrid, I think. Either that or a left midfielder, but he isn't really that good. I don't really like him. So that's that.
Yeah, I think we need more directness from the wing back. So maybe not the one. Yeah, right now it depends. I think Chua I don't think he will play anymore for the rest of the season. So maybe we will look into the January and see how we need any reinvestment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but for now, Marcos Alonso should be a good pick.
Right.
As said previously, it's his spot to lose.
Mm-hmm. And moving on, I think this is probably the last, quote unquote, significant injury news. It's concerning Watford and a few of their forwards. First up, there's a medical update from Watford. It says only that Emmanuel Dennis is a doubt for the visit of Chelsea. Ismaila Sarr has a knee ligament injury, which will require a further scan in around a month's time. So Sarr is basically done for the foreseeable future. Dennis is a doubt.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
I mean,
I kind of worry for Watford because without Sarr, they're already like low on attacking power as it is. And then when you take Dennis out, who's the informed striker, you're kind of left with we don't know how good João Pedro can be. We've seen glimpses of him, but we don't really know how good he is. And then the other guy, what's his name? Hernandez? I'm not too sure. Chico Hernandez. I'm not really sure.
This means that Josh King will be on pens.
Josh King will be on pens, but how many situations will be there where Josh King gets a chance to get a pen? I mean, because the attack is way too depleted.
Fair point. But the fixtures do improve after the City game.
The fixtures do improve after, I think, City and Chelsea. Those two games are meh.
Yep.
Not meh, but really bad.
Yeah, fair point.
I think also Messina and Kushka being out doesn't really favor them at all. Like, if those two are out, I'm really hoping both James and Alonso start because they're gonna rack havoc. They're gonna rack havoc into that Watford team.
Yeah, that's true. All right, I think we have new news as well from Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Share my screen. Danny Ings suffered a little bit of setback.
Danny Ings injury news? Wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
So injured.
Let's have a look. Steven Gerrard confirms Danny Ings has suffered a little bit of a setback from a previous injury and won't be available to face Manchester City. Gerrard otherwise reports a couple of niggles, but nothing serious.
I mean, it's the same Danny Ings from Southampton. Can't stay fit for the entire season.
It's a good thing they have Watkins.
Yeah. All right. It means Ashley Young left wing again.
Ashley Young left wing. Yeah, Ashley Young against Man City. Ashley Young will probably play. He tracks back better than Buendia will.
Fair point. All right. That's it. Nothing else. Anything else to add?
I don't really think so. Unless new news comes up, I think we've pretty much covered all there is to cover when it comes to presses. So I think we'll probably move on to reviewing each match as it is, like how we do in our spaces.
All right, let's go. Oh, prediction time.
If you want to share your screen, I think we'll continue with your screen. So first up, we have the relegation 6-pointer. Newcastle versus Norwich City. I don't really know how that. I think the thing is, right, when I first looked at the fixture, I was really like, I feel like it's a midnight deadline, and then the first game that comes up is that. It feels a bit deflating, but the thing is, right, it's not that bad. Newcastle, I think this is the first real game where I think Eddie Howe's gonna go full all out. I think.
Yeah, but they have a defensive crisis though. Richie is out. Lascelles is out.
Yeah. I think this is the game where Eddie Howe will have to go all out attack because they don't have a defense.
They have to win the game. They haven't won.
And Norwich, I think this is the first game. Yeah, the first two opponents are Southampton and Wolves. I think this is the first game where I think we'll probably see how Norwich can play on a level playing field.
They managed to keep both quiet, so let's see how it goes.
But Wolves have like man to man. They're probably a better 11 than Norwich. But Newcastle probably they're about level playing field. So we're gonna see what Norwich are made of.
It could be a very interesting match, I tell you.
It's gonna be really interesting to watch.
Both of these teams conceded the most goals. So gonna put in second. Open play. Could be a goal fest.
Yeah.
All right.
I think Timu Fuki, how many chances is he gonna get? I don't know. Because I think
he got a hat trick last time out. You know, last time they came up, Fuki's got a hat trick against Newcastle.
Yeah. I think Norman won off injured, so that's gonna be a bit of a pain. I don't know who's gonna play 6. Is it McLean or Gilmore? I'm not sure. Because Rob is not going to play a 6. Rob is probably the furthest of the 3.
I think Gilmore can do a job there.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see tonight. But in terms of FPL, if you see a Callum Wilson,
I think this is the fixture for Callum Wilson, because after that, I think Newcastle's fixtures, I think maybe...
With Norwich and Burnley back-to-back.
Let me check.
Yes. Norwich,
Burnley. Yeah, those are basically Callum Wilson is on his last legs. Yep. Yeah, Gilmore's the deeper one. Rob and McLean is the 8s.
Yep. And for that, Mark?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Next game.
All right. Leeds versus Crystal Palace. Wait, we didn't do our predictions. We used to do. You want to do predictions?
I'll say a 2-1 win.
Yeah, Gilmore has set pieces. Yeah, Mark.
Yeah, 2-1 to Norwich.
I'm gonna go 3-1 Norwich.
Oh, nobody predicts the Newcastle win. All right.
I won't record any of them because it's gonna go live. Everybody's gonna see it,
Yeah,
and everybody's gonna see how shit we are at predictions.
Yeah. All right. Leeds against
Next up, Leeds and Crystal Palace. Leeds haven't been great at all this season. Everybody's underperforming. Against Crystal Palace, what an interesting side.
Yeah. I mean, they can create, but they are very bad at defending set pieces.
Yeah. We don't know who's going to start, I think.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting. Because I think this is the first time where they've had like a more of a full strength, because Eze is back. Olise he didn't play too well last game, but he's finally getting starts.
Yeah, they have a fully fit squad. And in terms of FPL, Rafinha, Gallagher, Benteke, Guaita. Yeah, 3 players in this game. A bit of conflict, I'm not sure what I want from this game.
Also, Anderson is out, so Leeds, if they get their act together, they could
target Tompkins.
They could target Tompkins.
Yeah.
And set pieces are going to be a thing. So I guess that's the reason why I'm not too sure on starting Rafinha, because he's the guy on set pieces.
Yeah, that's a good point. A very good point, actually.
How many goals have they conceded from set pieces again? You put up the graphics not too long ago.
Palace have conceded 10 goals.
10 in 12. That's nearly 1 a game. Leeds, where Leeds? 4. Yeah, they've actually improved.
Yeah, from compared to last year. Right now, Palace are the one that's struggling in set piece, and Rafinha.
That's 1 a game.
Yeah.
And to be fair, Leeds have a few good headers of the ball.
Yeah.
Should be fine.
So, how do you think this one?
Predictions. You know what? I'm gonna go for a 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw.
Yeah.
I'm going for a 1-1 draw.
Next up, Southampton versus Leicester.
This is a 9-0. This was 9-0.
Mark's in the chat. He's not gonna like when you mention.
Sorry, Mark. Well, Leicester do have the Southampton 9-0 backline with them, so that's gone. All right. In terms of defensively, Southampton has actually been better defensively than Leicester this season. Even though
apart from the last 2 games, I think they've been fine. Like they've not. I mean, I've been getting Liverpool 6 pointers off the bench on a regular basis, so it's not like they've been bad at all.
No, they haven't been bad, but Leicester has been worse.
Yeah. Leicester, I don't know what's going on with Leicester at all. Like the last game was probably the first time I've actually seen them play well in a really long time.
Yeah, and Leicester still hasn't kept a clean sheet since game 1, so odds are
they've conceded.
In favor for Southampton.
Since game 1, they've not kept a clean sheet at all.
Yeah, it could be a tight game. I do believe in Southampton.
Also, Jamie Vardy, by the way. Roger's comments on Vardy about him basically saying he's old.
Well, he is. He is.
Yeah, basically calling him old.
Yeah, I mean this
So
year
that kind of
this
puts
year-
it down.
Yeah, this year
Like
haven't gone
Daka's not
through
Vardy.
the Europa League. They still have to qualify. But Southampton need to get their act right because Southampton just should stick with the 4 at the back formation.
Let me check.
Well, we have the lowest scoring home games in the league this season.
To be fair, it's 1-1, 0-0, 0-1, 1-0. The Burnley game is the one with the most goals. 2-all.
2-all.
And then a 1-0. Who knew Burnley was the secret to Southampton scoring goals at home?
And conceding. Right. So it's born to be a low scoring game then.
Predictions?
Right, I think 1-0 to Southampton.
You know what? I'm actually gonna go for 1-all.
Yeah, I hope Ralph Hasenhuttl will play the 4 at the back. The 5 at the back didn't work at all.
The thing is, I need Liverpool to get something because James is a doubt, and there's a chance I'm gonna need him off the bench again. So he better do something. But I don't know. I just see Leicester scoring at least 1.
Yeah, fair point. Yeah. Big fan. I'm a big fan. All right, let's move on. Next game.
Next up, this is your specialty. Watford against Chelsea. Watford without the Lord and Savior Emmanuel Dennis versus Chelsea.
I think Chelsea
Should be pretty straightforward, I think.
We should win this, even without a full strong team. Watford have a lot of injuries as well. And they're back.
Without injuries, their defense is shit.
I mean,
So
Watford still hasn't kept clean shit, so
yeah.
not
Watford with or without like the likes of Messina or whatever, they're still bad defensively. And worse, they have Bachmann in goal. So
and Chelsea still hasn't conceded more than 1 goal in a game. So Watford will have to score twice if they want to win because they can't keep a clean sheet. And I don't think that's gonna happen.
You know that stat wouldn't exist if Fred had actually learned how to pass the ball. I'm still fuming about it.
Yeah, he did pass the ball.
Straight at Mendy.
Yes.
But unless Timo Werner does the Timo Werner thing, I think Chelsea should be fine. 3-0.
I think we should win this 2-0. Chelsea 2.
Yeah. First out on Bachmann is shy. I think pre-season, right? I think Watford fans are saying how good Bachmann actually is. I've not seen him put in a good performance in the league once.
Yeah, they've really struggled defensively. I mean, as a unit as well. We'll move on to West Ham against Brighton.
West Ham against Brighton. Now, West Ham against Brighton. I don't really know what's going to happen in this one, honestly.
Yeah. I think West Ham should go back to the 4 at back formation, so Bowen should come back in.
Bowen should come back in.
Yeah.
Is Cresswell out? Do we know anything about Cresswell?
I'm not sure. You can search it out while I ramble around. Right, so against Brighton, they need to drop Maupay, man. Maupay just ain't it. But
I think they were doing okay
Lamptey,
without Maupay. Then he came back into the team, and then he started missing chances again.
Tarek Lamptey as a right wing. Whether it's Masuaku or Krusha, I think that Lamptey can have a very good day. I'm tempted if I had the funds.
There isn't anything said about Cresswell's injury. Okay, here. We've got a doubt about Aaron Cresswell. But he's been out today, so we're hopeful that he's not too bad. We'll see how he is. Angelo Okwana is the only other known injury concern. So basically, there's a 50-50.
Yeah. Good news for Bowen.
Yeah,
if he comes
Bowen's on set pieces.
Yeah, that's good. If you have Bowen, Bowen is slowly tricking in points, so really good differential to have.
He's actually done relatively well.
Yeah.
You know what? I was actually thinking Fornals might be the one actually dragging the points, but he's like really inconsistent when it comes to scoring points. He either hauls or he does absolutely nothing.
I remember when Benrahma, people are talking about him. Now nobody talks about him.
I've never owned Benrahma.
All right.
Remember when I owned Ferran Torres instead of Benrahma? That was funny.
Yeah.
Those were the days.
So, predictions.
Predictions, I'm gonna go 2-1 Brighton.
Not gonna be a 0-0 draw.
Yeah. I think I kind of want Brighton to win this one, mostly because of what happened at the end of the last Brighton game, where basically they just booed Graham Potter off.
Yeah, I understand why they booed Potter. They are 8 in the league. Much better than their
We have a
loyal.
question, by the way, and how's it going, guys? Foden to Madison.
I don't really like it.
I don't know. Madison's.
Very
It's not that I
miss.
don't like Foden out. It's that I don't like Madison in.
Yeah, I don't like Madison at all.
I think maybe if you see him, I don't know. It's the fact that this is the first game he like.
Yeah, I feel like it's changing points if you bring Madison in.
I feel like I don't. It's not like he's been playing well for the last few weeks, and then without getting a return, and then he suddenly has a haul. It's just that he just came in out of nowhere and gets a haul.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess that's the thing.
Nobody was talking about him prior to yesterday.
Yeah, so I guess that's the thing. It's not like he's been consistently performing.
Yeah, and he can always get dropped because of the rotation risk.
Yeah,
I don't like that move, personally.
Let's say you're not going to Madison. Who would you go for? I guess the question is, who do you have in your midfield? I guess that's the question. I think you might need to respond in the chat. But let's just move on for a bit. And I only have one Chelsea defender going to this game weekend. I'm very, very afraid. Who do you have? I guess that's
I think it's Reece James. This Nitro.
If you have Reece James, I guess you should be fine. I mean, Alonso's not going to be that highly owned. Fpl Gw only zombies own him at this point.
Yeah. Oh wait. Hey, you just call me a zombie? No way. No way.
And then maybe Rudiger. Apart from Rudiger and Alonso, there isn't really anyone who can actually inflict damage on your rank. So should be fine.
All right.
I guess this is a good question. Do I get James in this week or save a transfer? It's
I would save a transfer because James is a doubt.
Yeah, James is a. You can actually bring him in because I don't know. Do you want another Chelsea? Do you plan to go double Chelsea defense? Do you have another Chelsea defender? I guess that's a question. Because if you don't have a Chelsea defender, then
in the long run you want James. But if you already have a Chelsea defender, like if you have Marcos Alonso already, then you can wait a week.
Yep. I guess the answer to this question is we're not actually Tuchel, so we can't answer that question. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough one. He did train, but fitness-wise.
Give it a guess. Give it a guess for the sake of making ourselves a meme. Give it a guess.
I don't think James will start. I think Fpl Gw will start.
Right. I'm gonna give my unbiased opinion because unlike the guy you see there, I don't own Fpl Gw. And I don't think Tuchel is gonna risk James. I think James hasn't had a rest in quite a while, and I don't think Tuchel will risk him, especially when they have West Ham in the weekend, and then after that they have to win against Zenit to be the group winner. So I don't think Tuchel is gonna risk James, but it's just my guess. I've been wrong more times than I'm right. So, yeah, take it with a pinch of salt.
I have nothing else to add.
And moving on to the earlier question, he has Alonso. So,
I think you can wait James for another week.
Yeah, Alonso should be fine.
Yeah, Alonso should start.
And Livramento will be coming off if James does not start for me. So basically, you're in the same boat as me because I also have James starting in the Livramento first sub. I think it should be fine. I mean, it's not like Livramento is going to have a 4-goal thrashing again. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's not a 9-0. Sorry, Mark.
I mean, it's not going to be a 9-0. I can't see unless
it's not going to be 9-0.
No, it's not Friday. It's not Friday. Come on.
Leicester aren't that good, and Southampton aren't that bad anymore.
Yep. So we'll go back to the
Moving
matches.
on. Moving on.
Wolves
Yeah,
against-
just going
Wolves
back to
against-
the questions because there's been quite a few. Yeah. Yeah, if
Yeah,
you
I should
don't
go-
have Jota, I think
Go for Jota
Jota,
first.
going for Jota is a no-brainer, really.
Yes, you can do Foden to Jota.
Yeah.
I'll support that.
Now, going back to that, the one Chelsea defender, this one, his defender is
Ooh,
James. Now that's interesting.
Do you want Fpl Gw?
Stop making a pyramid scheme.
All right. I think you should ride the wave, Nick. Ride the wave.
Pray. If you're an atheist, I don't know. If you're not an atheist, pray.
Or if you can get Alonso in without hit, I think it's all right.
Who are your other defenders? Just out of curiosity, or do you plan to get another Chelsea defender in?
Do you want double defense? Ask yourself this question: do you want double Chelsea defense, or do you want, I don't know, like a Ben White or something?
I guess this is a good question. I think you might want to answer this one because this is more in your field.
Mbeumo is not a hole at all. I think you should sell Mbeumo.
But Gallagher in, I guess that's the problem because I don't really think Gallagher is one I would particularly like to buy.
With right now, Crystal Palace has everyone back, and Gallagher is playing. So no, I'm not sure this is the time to get Gallagher in.
I found Gallagher for all of his hauls, and I'm getting cold feet on Gallagher because I don't know what role he's gonna play. I guess that's the problem because it's apart from Gallagher, there isn't really many other options. Cornet.
I think Smith Rowe Cornet is a better option than Gallagher.
Yeah. Smith Rowe, he's facing United, so depending on how you see the game going out, maybe him. If you wait a week, I think Smith Rowe is probably the guy to go for. Maybe Cornet if you want to go for it this week. Who do you have as your other midfielders? I think that's a question that I have to ask.
Yeah, if you already have Smith Rowe, then we talk about nothing then. All right, Wolves against.
If you can bench him and you have one free transfer, I think that's also a good alternative.
Yeah, if you can afford to bench Mbeumo, maybe you can wait a week.
Yeah,
but I'm not starting him.
Yeah. So where were we with the matches? I think we just finished West Ham Brighton, right?
Wolves Burnley.
Yeah, Wolves Burnley. I think this is gonna be. It's hard to tell because I think Burnley have Tarkowski and Watford out, or two key players for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if they had those two, I would have tipped Burnley to win. But because those two aren't there, I think Wolves will probably have enough to win. So I think I'm gonna go for like a 1-0 Wolves win.
Yeah, I think Wolves should win this, considering the suspension that Burnley had.
Yeah.
Maybe I think it's wrong, but 1-0 to Wolves. But after this, Wolves fixtures turn bad.
Yes.
So you keep an eye on that.
And then moving on, I think this is Jack Grealish's potential homecoming: Aston Villa versus Manchester City.
Jack's back in town.
We do not let this slip now versus Mr. Pep Guardiola.
Oh, CVG's first big chance. Can you show us your team?
I think if you go back a bit early in the stream,
we showed our team earlier.
Back a bit. Yeah, we previewed our Game Week 14 team, so you can just have a look at that. Also, you know what I remembered? We didn't do this. I've been forgetting to update the banners at the bottom. Just going back to, you got Rafinha, Salah, and Jota starting with Browner as my bench fodder, and you are looking to sell Mbeumo.
You can do Mbeumo to Smith Rowe next week.
I wouldn't mind transferring on Mbeumo. But the problem is
that's you have the exact same midfield as me. Let's look at that. You have the same midfield as me. Rafinha, Salah, Jota.
Why am I the guy without the headaches? It's actually weird. I used to have all these headaches. My team is now
Yeah, with the
Fine.
exact same midfield, and I'm currently benching Mbumo with the five choices you have. So Mustaq, follow me.
I think maybe
Just
you
go
could
up.
take the risk and just buy Smith Rowe this week if you want to go down that route.
Yeah, I think Smith
Smith
Rowe
Rowe
against
is
Man
cheaper than
United.
Gallagher, so if you can afford
Smith Rowe
Gallagher,
against United, it's not even that bad.
depends on
United
how you
are
see
still-
it. As I said earlier, depends on how you see it. Depends on how you think
Remember,
Carrick is going to set up. Depends on how you think.
Arteta had all this number in his pocket, and Carrick is just all 2.0.
Carrick just Ollie 2.0. Ollie didn't keep a clean sheet against Villarreal. Ollie couldn't get Sancho to score, so it's not necessarily the same.
All right, you know what I just said.
It depends on how you see it, because Ranić is going to be in the director's box anyway. So if you think he's going to have an impact on the team, if you think Carrick's the second coming of Jesus in himself, then don't. If you don't, then sure, go for a Smith Rowe.
Yep. Oh, Smith Rowe is a good option to bring in.
Yep. Going back to the match, Villa fans. Yeah, I don't really get why Villa fans want to boo Jack Grealish. I mean, he's done. I don't want to say he's done everything for them, but he's been there like 10 years. He's pretty much carried the team the first year they were in the Premier League. So I don't really see the reason why they want to boo Jack Grealish. I don't know.
You got 100 million off him.
They got 100 million off him. They bought Bundy off his money. They bought Danny Ings off his money.
Oh, but not the best investment currently, but I don't think they should boo Jack Grealish. But, fans will be fans.
Yeah.
And he might not even play.
Yeah, he may not even play. But even if he doesn't play, Man City still has enough. Like Mahrez, Jesus, Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, even Raheem Sterling, that should be enough to win, I think.
Yeah,
this is going to be Gerrard's first real test as to how much
do you think when will Cancelo get rotated?
Are Man City group winners? I guess that's the question I want to ask.
Yes, they are. They won the group already.
Yeah, so I think that's one Cancelo's probably going to rest. And
for FPL sake, I hope. I hope Cancelo will keep on starting, because I think
unless he gets a yellow card now. I think if he gets a yellow card, that's a rest already in the bank.
Yeah, because Cancelo is on 4 yellow cards.
Cancelo's on 4.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he could take a tactical yellow card. We'll see.
He better not.
All right, let's predict. Man City against Villa.
Prediction, I think 3-1 City. 3-0 City.
I think Man City should win this 2-0.
Alrighty.
All right, a big game.
Just going back to Mark saying, yeah. And no, this one.
Yeah, the Villa fans were all deluded enough to think that.
To be fair, I thought he was going to stay as well, because Villa have enough money, and then maybe if they have a good enough squad, Grealish might stay. But yeah, it kind of seemed inevitable. One of Grealish and going to City in the summer.
Yeah, I mean, Champions League football, huge attraction. And playing under Pep is, I think most people will dream of playing under Pep.
We will get to that in a bit. We're going in the order it says on the website. So we are currently on Everton Liverpool. We will get there in 3 matches.
All right, let's talk about the Merseyside derby. Everton against Liverpool.
I think I should say, will James start? As I said to another person, we are not actually Tuchel, so we don't really know. But
I don't think he will.
We don't think he will. I don't think Tuchel will risk him, especially with West Ham and a crucial Champions League game coming up.
Yep, I agree with that.
The Merseyside derby. Hold on, I have to charge my laptop. You ramble on for a bit, and I'll be back in about 3 minutes. My charger's on the other side of the room.
Hey everyone, so I'm here all alone, so lonely. Let's talk about Liverpool, Everton. I mean, Mo Salah, if you haven't had him, he's your captain right here. And Everton did so poor recently. I think Liverpool got smashed Everton.
Everybody in the stream at this point has him.
Okay. And well, Everton should have Richarlison back this week, but I don't think That would be make a huge difference. And Liverpool is too good right now. Ruthless attack. Jota, I think Jota should be a very good transfer in this week. If you haven't had him, you should get Jota. You have fun should think of bringing Jota in. And right now, almost everyone has trends though. If you want, in order to gain rank.
I guess the question that I want to ask is rotation. How much rotation do you think Klopp's gonna? I guess how much is Klopp gonna rotate?
I mean, who does he have to
Minamino.
rotate? It's a huge trouble. Maybe you come on. I think you should start with the front three, and when the game is done and dusted, you can take one of them off.
Jota's not gonna get 90 yet. That's one thing I can almost say for certain.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Everton's
Jota
fan base is toxic right now. To be fair, it's mostly been that way, apart from last season under Ancelotti.
Yeah, you just read the comments, replies under all the tweets. They are really struggling financially. If you look at the accounts, they will need to sell players because they made a lot of bad decisions in the transfer market in the recent years, and now they come back to bite them. Just look at that. It will be like 30 million, and what's the point? Yeah,
Let me just check who they actually have, who Liverpool actually have.
I think, Everton are struggling.
I mean, even Benitez is not doing that well, but considering the injuries, I guess I could give him a slide. I don't know.
I think they will need a lot to give up. And
Oh yeah, I forgot their Lord and Savior Divock Origi.
not sure. I think the Champions League game they should play because it's a dead rubber anyway.
Yeah, Liverpool have to keep winning to put pressure on Chelsea for the title.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
But the thing is, right, even I think last season or the season before, I can't remember, they usually rotate in the midweek games. I think a similar situation, I think, Everton versus Liverpool. Maybe Liverpool were the home team. I can't remember. They had a Merseyside derby midweek. And that team, I think it was really highly rotated. Apart
from Shaqiri or Origi,
yeah,
I remember that game.
Yeah, but I think it ended 5-2 to Liverpool or something. So it's not like Klopp's afraid to rotate if he has the options.
Yeah,
it's just a matter of when he does
it. Now the stakes are higher. I think he will. I don't think that's something that we should be worrying right now.
Back to Everton, they booed the players after the Brentford game.
Yeah, they were pretty poor against Brentford. I mean, all they did was send crosses when I watched the game.
Send crosses to run. To be fair, if it was Calvert-Lewin who knew what would have happened.
Yeah, but they have to adapt to the changes in the team.
They're bad.
They need to. Rondon just ain't it anymore. Yep, they will struggle. I think Liverpool should beat Everton 4-0.
4. You know what? I'm gonna go 3-0.
I thought I was being kind there.
I'm being kind. I don't want to be too harsh on anybody. I think next up is the second last match. I think the first one of Friday morning for us, Thursday night for the Europeans. Spurs against Brentford.
Spurs with a week rest against a Brentford team who has been struggling defensively before the Everton game.
I think, like I said last time, I think Brentford have I think injuries have also played a part, but they've absolutely dipped.
Yeah, without Adja and Raya, they have been struggling a lot.
Like the second Raya got injured, the goals shipped in. The goals came in like crazy.
Yeah.
Have they said anything? Have they said anything about Canos if he's back or not?
Yeah, not sure. He came off against Everton.
Yeah.
Can touch it up. But Spurs, we know that Romero is out.
Wait, I just remembered. There's a Thursday game, so the pressures won't be there until probably tomorrow.
Oh, okay. That's not good for FPL. So we have to wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, as Mark mentioned here, Everton play a lot of crosses into the box, and if Spurs going to use the same tactics, hopefully the wing backs can
Hopefully Spurs get it to the wing backs without breaking down.
get themselves down. Yeah, I mean,
I think, to be fair,
Regulon, Royal.
this is the game Kane has to return. If Kane has any chance of staying on, I think this is the game he has to return.
Yeah, I think so too. If you have Kane, you held him for so long, and after the suspended game, you really want him to return.
I mean, the last game I predicted Kane to score quite a few as well because of Burnley's style, but that got ruined by snow. Hopefully this time he gets something.
Yeah, I think Spurs can beat Brentford.
Yeah, should be Brentford. I think. Attacking wise, I don't know, but how Brentford are gonna.
Yeah, Brentford really struggled to attack without Raya. I think once Raya got injured, they struggle.
I feel like Tony is somebody I will really want to transfer out, but I feel like the fixtures are preventing me from doing so.
Yeah,
Because after this, you have Leeds away and Watford at home.
He's still
Those
on
are
pen,
two
so
games.
that's the only reason I'm keeping Tony. He may get a pen.
Yeah.
And his pen record is quite good. But in terms of open play, he's not getting any chances. And the least we talk about Mbuemo, the better.
I don't know, something's got to give at Brentford. They have to change something. But I don't think they will.
Yep. All right, prediction time.
Kane Mona has to return, yeah. I feel like even against Leeds, Kane kind of got into the right positions. It's just a matter of getting the ball to him. And hopefully Reguilon and Emerson does the job this time.
Yeah, all right, what's your prediction?
Prediction, I'm going to go... Remember how I said about being nice? I take it back. 3-0 Spurs.
I think that'll be a 1-0 to Spurs.
No other reliable option. The thing is, right, at the moment, there isn't really any reliable option.
Maybe about like Josh King, but the fixtures aren't good.
The fixtures are terrible. If you want to go 2 weeks, maybe Wilson or some Maximin, because Howe has to go all out the next 2.
Yeah, but Wilson has 4 yellow cards, which is the reason why I'm avoiding.
Then some Maximin it is.
The strikers are pretty poor in quality.
I don't know. The strikers are really weird.
Yeah, you might as well just buy a corner. Oh, Mark has a very good suggestion.
Oh yeah. How do we forget about him?
Cookie Party.
I don't think you can say it out loud. I can say it out loud.
Yes, it's a forbidden word. Yeah, I mean, as a 1 week punt, it could be great. But
wait, what are Norwich's fixtures? So hold on, let me just check it. Maybe it's longer than a 1 week punt. Newcastle away, Spurs away, United at home, Villa at home, West Ham away, Arsenal at home. That's their next batch of 6. Yeah, 1 week it is.
I mean, it's very short term. I wouldn't recommend unless he scores a hat trick. Possible.
Usually at this point, like previous seasons, there will be a bunch of strikers because but this season, Ings is being Ings. Watkins is still crying over the loss of Jack Grealish. Calvert-Lewin's been on the treatment table.
Bamford is with him
for I don't know when. Bamford's been there since I don't know when. Antonio's just disappeared completely. Disappeared into the abyss. Timo Werner's too busy being himself. The premiums are done for. Firmino got into some form and he decided to go to the treatment table and join the likes of Phil Jones. I don't know. Maybe Jesus. If you have enough money, Gabriel Jesus is probably an option.
Yeah, but the price is like very awkward. It's like 9 million.
We just starve for options. I can't say. Yeah,
we're starving.
And I want to transfer Manquillo for James. I just do it this week because Manquillo Anyone don't play and James Price might rise next week.
Well, if you're thinking long term, you can do that. If you want James long term, you can do it now.
Just be wary that he might not play this week, I guess.
Yeah, or for common for 1 pointer. But in the long run, he should repay it.
I don't think he will come off at 1 point. I think it's either he plays or he doesn't.
Yeah. Make sure that you have enough cover when he doesn't play.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good move.
The final game, United against Arsenal. The funny thing is the team that I expected to be on form isn't on form. It's the other one that is.
Mikel Arteta.
I don't really know how we're going to set up for this one. I don't think we're going to set up the same way we did Villarreal or Chelsea. It's going to be something different.
I mean, the Man United team is unpredictable. You don't know what they are trying to do.
I don't know what we're going to do, honestly. It's kind of weird saying that, but I don't really know what we're going to do.
Yeah, I mean, United players you should avoid for now. You don't even know who to start. You might drop Fernandes, might drop Ronaldo. It's very odd.
Because the thing is, I think it's going to be in the director's box, so he should have. I don't know how much of an influence he's going to have on the game, but I think he's going to have some sort of influence.
I think it's very minimal because barely been a few days and training is very little. Let's focus on Arsenal. Gonna play 4-2-3-1. Tavares. I'm not sure. I think he should keep his place ahead of Tierney.
Yeah, I think Tavares has actually kind of won this place over, but I think there's still the fear of Tierney coming in. But the case with Tomiyasu is who's there right back? Chambers?
Yeah. Cedric.
He doesn't have as much competition as Tavares,
Yes,
but Tavares is cheaper.
Could be. I mean, but for defenders, you need a lot to break the template right now. But in terms of like Smith Rowe is a good option.
Smith Rowe should be fine.
Not sure about Saka. I think Saka came off with an injury, but
even if he didn't
we won't get presses, so we don't really know how bad it is.
Yeah. Going back to the question, Livermento and Mbumo's cover. You should be fine. I have Livermento first up for James. I think that's the best most people are going to have.
Livermento will play, I think.
I think that's the best most people are going to have this week. Livermento or maybe
on for James. Yep.
My
that's
lord,
a good enough.
Emmanuel Dennis is not available. I'm sad.
All right. Calm down. He's playing Chelsea anyway. Right. Arsenal. Yeah, Tomiyasu. Good option if you want if you don't have Ramsdale already, you want to a bit of Arsenal defensive courage. Could be a move you want to make.
I think probably you might want to move outside of Ramsdale because goalkeeper transfers usually isn't something you go for.
Yeah, and it's a Man United. I don't think there's much to talk about. Avoid.
We don't know who's going to start.
Yeah.
I can almost guarantee the back who's going to start, but outside of that, I don't really know. It's anyone's guess.
Yeah, that point. So as a Man United fan, what do you think will happen?
They'll probably get a draw. I think draw is probably the result here. Get a 1-1 and then move into Ranić. I think that's probably the error. We're 5 points behind fifth, which is them. So it's basically a must-not-lose game.
All right, I think Arteta will do well. I think it'll be a pretty straightforward 2-0 win for Arsenal.
So I think that's the first time we've actually haven't agreed on a result, I think, in terms of outcome.
2-0 to Arsenal.
Wait, no. Southampton, Leicester, we didn't agree on that as well.
Guess what? I can't remember what I predicted.
Well, the thing is, we will see because it's
Oh yeah, I remember now.
You predicted 1-0 Southampton.
1-0. Yeah.
I predicted 1-0. The thing is, I haven't kept record of any of these because we're gonna see the recording again.
All right, let's go. Anything else? Let's go to the comment section. What is there for?
If Arsenal score first, they will shut and make United difficult to bring. I think we will basically set up more defensive first, and then they will have to break us down before we break them down.
From the mustache.
I kind of trust Carrick at the moment. I feel like this is the most I've trusted Carrick in a really long time.
Yeah, I think if Arsenal should get a job done. They are a more cohesive team.
Final question. It feels like this question is kind of repeated.
Yes. Oh, James, you are not selling James. You are not selling James.
That's the problem. You're not gonna sell James. Why would you sell James?
Just keep James. Keep James.
Even if he's at. I'm on my
wild card. Whoa.
Awkward time, but is Guaita still good as my only playing goalkeeper?
I think it's all right. It's mine.
Goalkeepers, unless they pick up an injury, they don't really get rotated, right? Should be fine.
Yeah, should be fine. Guaita should be fine as your only playing goalkeeper.
I mean, effectively, I only have Ramsdale as my only playing keeper since one of them is injured.
Yeah, I think Guaita should be fine as your only playing keeper. Right.
Hello,
Astrolicious. Should say hi to everyone in chat. Who has been here? Mark has been here
for a while.
Sanshiro Kabu has been here. Fpl Nitro been here.
I think that's Nick. Yes, is that our Nick?
Yes, that it is. It's Nitro. Dimish Pamnani.
God damn it! I didn't realize until this time that is.
Has been here.
That is our Nick.
Been here. I'm ready. Yeah. How could you not know?
It's because I kind of keep track of people by their profile pictures, and that is not the same one as on Twitter, so it's kind of hard.
Change your DP.
Even Mark, it kind of took me a while to realize that it's actually him.
That's poor from you. Very bad.
I don't really keep track by their names. That's kind of a weird thing I have.
Instinct. Right.
Who else has been in the chat?
How many hours to the deadline? You and Craig. Yes. Last time Craig was on the show, he didn't know what was Nitro's last name as well. Joe was on the show and Nitro replied in the comment section. I think Craig had no idea. Or how many hours to the deadline? Less than 3 hours to the deadline.
3 hours.
Right. Keep an eye
Still
on
plenty
that.
of time.
Yeah, if you want to make your moves, you have less than 3 hours to do so. Okay. Anything else to add? Or no, we can wrap the show up.
Who else has been in the chat? Timish has been in the chat. Mustaq has been in the chat. I don't want to pronounce everybody's names because there's a chance I'm gonna get everything wrong, and I don't want to get everybody's names wrong. So
maybe you already have.
To be fair, I already have.
Okay. Thanks to everyone for joining us tonight.
Yep, that should be that. So, there isn't really anything else to cover. I think we've pretty much overstayed our welcome. So, we're just going to end it here. Any final words?
May your arrows be green and remember your deadline.
Not going to sell Fpl Gw anymore?
I'm not going to sell Fpl Gw.
You could have actually worn an Fpl Gw shirt to the stream.
I don't have one. Right. Thanks everyone for joining us.
Thanks everyone for joining us. I will probably do the outro now. And so that's it for the stream. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you haven't yet, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the post notifications so that you don't miss another stream when we stream after Game Week 14 for the review show. Until then, take care. May your arrows be green. Stay safe, and we'll see you after game week 14. Ta-da! Oh yeah, don't forget to follow us on our socials. On Twitter, I mean, there's FPL_swing, and then there's my Twitter at Samuel_DP_021. This is the part where Craig's gonna have a big breath.
All right, goodbye, everyone.
Anyways, take care. Goodbye, everyone.